Hello, I'm May.
And I'm May's mom. This is the Cool Kids Podcast.
Today we're going to talk about the topic of nicotine and tobacco.
Gross! Those things are so not cool, man.
I know, but we have to make sure these kids know what they're doing before it gets too bad or too late. We don't want to let these kids that are still in middle school get sick by doing something under peer pressure.
You're right. Did you know that 5.4% of middle schoolers smoke or vape?
Really? That's so sad. I bet not even half of them know what smoking and vaping does to the inside of their body.
Well, what does it do?
Well, you know how there's nicotine in most vapes and tobacco products?
Yeah?
Well, nicotine is a highly addictive drug.
Well, what makes nicotine addictive?
Well, nicotine is addictive because when you have this substance in your body, it forcefully produces dopamine. Dopamine is a natural hormone that the body produces when you do something you enjoy, and that process is called the reward system. When you use nicotine to forcefully produce dopamine, the hormone, over time your body becomes more and more dependent on the nicotine to produce the dopamine.
Well, that's not good. That means that your body could stop producing dopamine, and that would make things less fun.
I know, right? Not super cool. Not cool at all. And what makes it worse is that nicotine is addictive as heroin. Some other bad things that's wrong with nicotine is that it can cause heart disease and other diseases that can be caused by things like nicotine, which is commonly in tobacco products. Tobacco products, such as smoking cigarettes and cigars, can cause lung disease, and it's responsible for 90% of lung cancer.
Yeah, chewing tobacco is really gross, too.
I know, right? And it can cause mouth cancer, pancreas cancer, as well as gum disease, tooth decay, tooth loss, and a bunch of other stuff. It's so sad and gross. Imagine, walking around and you think you're cool, and then you're just hawking black loogies everywhere. It's so disgusting.
It's gross. The breath can't be good either.
Right? And smoking can cause depression, anxiety, and ADHD.
What makes the kids want to vape?
The most common reason for teens to start smoking are their parents.
Oh, wow.
Smoking can also be caused by peer pressure, or they just want to feel like a rebel for some reason. And they think that nicotine is a feel-good drug without intoxication, or simply just to calm down.
What makes the kids want to do that?
Well, the tobacco industries and nicotine industries use marketing tactics, such as giving the drugs different flavors and bright colors. Some of them even have light-ups with stars.
Why don't people just quit then?
Well, there's a bunch of factors that come into place when people try to quit smoking. Well, a physical factor that keeps people smoking and vaping are the colors and the habit of putting your hand to your mouth.
I've heard about that, the hand-to-mouth habit.
Yeah. A physical factor that keeps people smoking is nicotine, the addictive chemical in most vapes and tobacco.
Oh, yeah, that's the addictive property.
Yeah, not good. And a social factor is observing peers engaging in smoking or vaping, and people on social media have normalized it.
Well, it's really hard when you're hanging around people and everybody's doing it or whatever. That's really hard peer pressure to say no or to not want to do it.
Yeah, it must. Tobacco and nicotine companies target youth. We can't let them win. Plus, the plastic that's all in the vapes and stuff, and then there's all the little cigarette butts you see everywhere, it cannot be good for the environment.
I wouldn't think it would be.
I know, imagine, how much, bad products and stuff like that just get dropped around or left around, or just piling up in, trash places.
And stuff, that's sick.
I know, right? There's probably dolphins that choke on vapes.
What if you charging them and it explodes in your face?
Right? That'd be so sad. What? And one of the reasons tobacco contains carcinogens are cancer-causing chemicals. So there's a huge list of carcinogens, and they're in a lot of daily products we have now.
It's really I
sad.
Heard about that. That's really sad.
But
it's making us all sick.
Yeah, but tobacco products, most of them, well, all of them have carcinogens in them. Smoking causes...
a lot of different kinds of them, huh?
Yeah. Smoking causes roughly 48,000 deaths a year. Sorry, I didn't know if I was saying that right. Smoking can give you or a person's life reducted by 10 years. There's as low as 85 carcinogens in a single cigarette.
That's crazy to imagine that there's 85
at
individual
least.
Chemicals that are known to cause cancer in each cigarette.
Right, that's so bad for you. Like,
how is that even legal for them to do that?
Right, I don't understand. And then they just make it so easy and everything.
It's a bad quality of life. So you can't breathe, you get heart disease, you have emphysema or COPD. You have to have an air tank. You can't walk far. You can't go on trips. You can't do anything for too long. Right. You can't hardly breathe.
And then you'll turn into one of those old crippled people that are stuck on a ventilator running around by the age of 70.
Just say no.
Right? I just want to, when I get older, I'm not going to do any of that stuff because I just want to, be one of those super cool old people and have healthy lungs and stuff when I get older,
It's a good choice.
Thank you. And it's so good to have people in your life that are more persuasive to make you not want to smoke. Because people that make you want to smoke and stuff, those aren't good friends. Because even if they don't know that it's bad for them, they're still, you've got to have a rational thought about that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody by now knows that it's not good for them. Right. So it's just a basic common sense.
Except
what
some
choice
middle
are you
schoolers.
Gonna make,
Except there's a lot of middle schoolers out there. And I really hope no middle schoolers are into tobacco or nicotine or anything.
5.4%.
Yeah, I know. It's just so sad. But really, out of all of this, I was just so surprised to find out how many diseases and stuff it can cause. That's just crazy.
Well, it really can wreck somebody's quality of life in so many ways.
Right. It's so sad. Well, the lesson really today was don't smoke or vape or anything like that, because it's not cool.
Or healthy.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next episode. Love you. Be safe out there, guys. Bye.